Good afternoon, YouTube. It's your boy Tim. Just want to do a little comparison video. So, as you can see, I'm driving my massive 2019 Ram Rebel 1500. Little backstory. I bought a 2017 Chevy Silverado 1500 LT All-Star Edition. It was one of the first brand new vehicles I'd ever bought, and I loved it. I loved it to death. I mean, it's a beautiful truck. The thing had plenty of pickup, plenty of power. I dropped a K&N cold air intake in it. I leveled the front end out 2 inches. I put a catback MagnaFlow. Split dual exhaust out the bumper. You know, I made it mine. I blacked out all my badges and emblems, and I did some Rockford Fosgate 6x9s in the front doors, and I did some kicker comps in the back doors. Just some basic stuff. But it had 35,000 miles after 2 years of me driving it back and forth to work. I work in the Lakes regions of Wolfboro, New Hampshire. Very, very beautiful area around Lake Winnipesaukee and Mirror Lake up in Tuftonboro, and I live down in Rochester. So I drive about an hour each way. So I'm averaging about 400 to 500 miles a week, which is a lot. So right around 35,000 miles, my truck just started. The thing was beautifully driven. I got great gas mileage. The thing just started bouncing all over the place. You'd go around a corner, it'd start skipping. Oh yeah, and I had put 265, 75 R, 17 Goodyear Duratrack, Goodyear Wrangler Duratrack tires on it. Great tire, by the way. It's actually the same tire that comes on my Ram Rebel. So, anyways, I traded my truck in, and when I had purchased the truck back in 17, I had put $20,000 cash down on the truck. So I had some equity in it. I went to Mark Motors in Sanford, Maine. They gave me a good trade-in value. It could have been better. It should have been better, in fact. But it was a President's Day sale going on. It was actually the last day of the President's Day sale going on. And I saw this truck advertised online. So I contacted Mark Motors, and I'm like, listen, is the advertised price on this truck, when I get there, going to be the actual price? And they're like, yes. And I was like, okay, well, I've heard that 1,000 times before. Everybody says yes. Oh yeah, they get you there and they're like, oh, we just sold it, or oh no, that's at another dealership, whatever. Just talk. That's what they do. They talk. So I was like, okay, well, does it have all the features that are advertised on your website? And the lady's like, yes, Tim, come in. We'll work something out. We'll treat you right. So, skeptically, I drove 40 minutes to Sanford from New Hampshire. And, I get there. And they told me they were going to have the truck pulled out front. And I had been shopping for a truck for roughly 6 months at this point. And literally every dealership out, let's just round it off at about 6 different dealerships, say, yeah, Tim, oh, this is the truck, come in, we'll have it pulled out front for you, ready to test drive, you can check it all out. So I'm like, okay. So I'm like, I'm not expecting the truck to be pulled out front. Sure as S, it was right there. I pulled right up next to it. The guy, Jack Vincent, the sales guy that dealt with me at Mark Motors, comes right out as soon as he sees me pull in. He's like, here's the keys, man, let's go for a ride. I was like, okay, great. So I get in the truck, and then I realize, well, it advertised the 8.4-inch Uconnect screen, whatever, in it. So I get in, and this is what's in it. A 12-inch touchscreen. So I was like, all right, sweet. You know what I mean? Same price. And then on top of that, it advertised the 9-speaker plus subwoofer Alpine speaker system, amplified. I think it's 480, 500 watts, something like that. And instead of that, I don't know if you can see that or not, but I mean, it's got the 19-speaker Harman & Kardon 900 watt plus sub amplified system. So I'm like, all right, man, we're doing good so far. And I was like, okay, you know, we took for a test drive. My old lady's loving on the truck. I'm loving the truck. Thing rides great. You know, and I was just gonna throw I was actually looking at Bilstein shocks for my Silverado. Because the thing just rode so rough. But I really did want a new truck. When I purchased the Silverado, I really wanted a Ram Rebel. That's what I wanted. You know, I couldn't afford it at the time. I wasn't in the right position. The prices on these things are ridiculous. You know, almost $60,000 for the one I'm driving. But, yeah, I love the truck. The system rocks. The center console's pretty cool. It's got two, you know, 110 volt plug-ins, one in the front for a laptop that you can literally fit in the bottom of this big compartment. There's one in the back for the kids. It's got two USBs in the back, two USBs in the front, two USB-Cs in the back, two USB-Cs in the front. And in my Silverado, it had this, you know, it was the All-Star Edition, so it had the nice big center console, like the Ram here. But in the back, there was no heater vents. So I'm like, what the heck, you know? So, you know, I do a little research, and they're like, oh, well, they're under the seats. So I look back there, and sure as crap, there were, you know, these two little heater vents under the rear seats. I mean, under the front seats to the rear. So I was like, cool, you know, whatever. At least, you know, the kids would still complain that it's cold back there, but... So, I'm looking at the Rebel, and I'm like, oh, cool. So it has some really nice air vents, you know, right in the back of the center console. So then I look down under the seats, and it has two heater vents under the seats too. So it has 4 vents in the back of this massive rear-seated truck. So I'm like, all right. So everything's going great. You know, when I had to pull my Silverado into a car wash, you know, if my old lady or somebody wasn't with me, I had to get out, you know, push my mirror in on the passenger side, you know, pull my mirror in on the driver's side. So in the Rebel, all I got to do is press a button, and they both fold in. I know it sounds very simple. I mean, you know, minuscule, and so simple, but I mean, just these little things that I love about the truck. Oh yeah, and on top of it, yeah, check this out. It has the panoramic sunroof, which I did not know when I was going to check the truck out. I've been a Chevy guy. I grew up in central Maine, you know, backwoods. So I've always been a Chevy guy. Everybody loves the Chevy. My stepfather, he was a big Ford guy, so, you know, obviously I hated Fords, even though they do make a great truck. I almost got a Ford besides this Ram, but, you know, I had a chance to get the Rebel, so that's what I did, because that's what I wanted. But, yeah, I mean, this truck rides so nice compared to the Chevys. I can't even explain the difference in the ride quality. Comes with the off-road tuned Bilstein front coilovers, and in the rear it comes with the off-road tuned Bilstein reservoirs. with coil springs, front and rear. Well, obviously in the front because of the coilovers, but rear coil springs instead of leaf springs. It has front and rear sway bars, and in the back, in the rear, off the rear axle, it has 2 track bars, which is cool. If you don't know what a track bar is, picture an old, Camaro or something. You see those red or yellow bars that run the length of the vehicle from the rear drive shaft up to the frame somewhere. So it's a stabilizing system, but there's 2 on each side. There's a lower one and an upper one, which I thought was really cool. But I mean, this truck, it just, you can't, there's so many things you can do. The one thing that I gotta say that I'm not impressed with in my Silverado LT, obviously because it was the All-Star Edition, it did come with a 4x4 mode, which means that you could put it on this mode and it would show a picture of your truck. It'd tell you if you're in 2-wheel drive, 4 high, 4 low, which way you were, how many degrees you were angled to the left or right, and how many degrees you were angled front to back. I thought it was a really cool system. So when I hop in this after we made the purchase, driving home, and I'm looking for the 4x4 screen, and I'm like, this is literally a luxury off-road truck, and they don't have it. That was very disappointing. It's not like I'm out beating on the $60,000 truck in the woods, but where I work in the wintertime, there's some very steep camp roads down to the lakes and some things like that. It's just a cool feature that I was excited for. And man, this guy is really annoying me. He's going 43 in a 55, and I just want to pass him, but, I'm not going to, because I'm a good boy. But anyways, 19 Rams, not just the Rebel. Obviously, everybody knows Motor Trend Truck of the Year. It's been completely redesigned from the in-cabin to the body to, the aluminum tailgate and hood, which saves you 225 pounds, I believe. So I posted a video of a quick mod the other day, and I'm going to continue to post videos. And because there's nothing out there for these trucks as far as how-tos. And, I'm a good old boy from Maine. Like, that's what I do. I'm not going to go pay a mechanic hundreds and hundreds, possibly thousands of dollars to do something that I can watch a few 5-10 minute videos on YouTube and figure out how to do myself. It's not rocket science, Anybody that has any type of common sense, and don't underestimate you guys yourself, people, because you wouldn't believe the things that I've accomplished just from watching a few videos and doing some reading, and if you can understand the concept of something, then you can do anything. Don't ever tell yourself you can't, because you can. And I'm living proof that you can. Because I'll tell you, 3 years ago, I was barely scraping by. Me and my girlfriend were going through a really hard time. We were driving a $10,000, and this is from a used car dealership, $10,000, so more like a $7,000 Dodge Dakota. 2 years before that, we were driving a 98 Ford Explorer, 240,000 miles on it, 4.0 V6, but I'll tell you what, it was a tough little truck, and very reliable. That thing never left us once stranded. But, if you work hard, you put forth some dedication, and, you treat people right, you treat them with respect, I promise you, you'll get respect back. And you'll see your life drastically change. And it really doesn't take long. It really doesn't. Some hard work and dedication for 3 or 4 years, and you'll be in a great position in your life to just take over. And I'm hoping people like these videos You know, I'm kind of just rambling at this point. I was kind of trying to do a little review on the Rebel, but I'm driving, so I don't want to, you know, be too dangerous about it. But, yeah, you guys, I'm going to be posting a video, hopefully this weekend, of a mid-muffler delete. Or, you know, I might not do the mid-muffler delete. I might actually order an exhaust system and put it on. You know, just the mid-muffler for now. See what that sounds like. I saw a Flowmaster Outlaw that this guy did on YouTube the other day. It's one of the first ones. And I didn't even see, he didn't even do an install, but he showed you the muffler compared to the stock muffler when he cut it off. And he set them side by side. And that muffler, I mean, it's going to weigh 30 pounds, I betcha. You know, so, and you get one of those that's going to weigh 10, 12 pounds. There's another 20 pounds of savings right there. So now you're up into the 250 pound savings from the previous gens. So, yeah, I'm really looking forward to trying to do this. You know, it's getting nice out. From the videos that I have posted, I've seen a few people viewing it and whatnot. I think it's kind of cool. So, it's your boy Tim. God bless everybody. I hope everybody has a great day. Somebody's calling me here. Hold on 1 second. And look for some more content on my page. Hit that like button and subscribe and leave me some comments. You know, I'd really love to get in tuned and just you know, I'm feeling really good and I hope everybody's just happy and joyful, and, you know, just remember, you can do anything you want in life. And it's amazing to me, because you look at these people that, oh man, that try so hard and they accomplish nothing. But then you see these people that just try to get by, and it seems like they accomplish everything. I don't know. Like I said, I'm rambling at this point. This isn't really even about my truck now. But, hey, I love God. I love my family. I love my friends, you know. And God bless everybody. Have a good day. Look for more content. It's your boy T-Doggy. Have a good day, everybody. Peace.